Milwaukee's given them all they can. Reggie Miller now 8 for 9 at the line. Last season, the Pacers won 58 games. Mike Brown struck out Cleveland, beat the Knicks in 5, and lost to the Chicago Bulls in the conference finals in 7. Chicago went on to defeat the Utah Jazz in the series championship. Reggie Miller leading Milwaukee. Well, number one, I believe it's Shaq, don't force it. Kick it back out. Grind down the Pacer defense. Make a play 48 full seconds of defense. That's the last thing Indiana wants to do. That was number 4 on Jalen Rose. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
For Marvin, that last time out, George Karl reminding his players that they are small on the floor. They've got a small lineup, but he wants to get the ball to Glenn Robinson. But he also told Ray Allen if he gets a one-on-one situation like he did just a moment ago, he wants to take it to the hole. Mark?
All right, Lewis. Del Torre, excellent free throw shooter, has brought the Bucks within one. Pacers led at the half, 53-52. A hot shooting first half for Milwaukee, just under 59%. Reggie Miller back on target in that first half. Bucks have been led again by Glenn Robinson. The game is tied at 73 with a minute 35 remaining, third quarter. Sam Perkins is very quiet after a huge in game 2. Perkins, right. All right, Bill. Sam Perkins taking the cue and able to hit the 3. Indiana is now 9 of 25 from downtown. Reggie Miller, or rather, Milwaukee's 4 for 7 from three-point range. And a foul call on Perkins.
I find it remarkable in this series that the Pacers have taken so many three-point shots. You would think with a huge disparity between size, the Pacers the biggest team in the NBA by measurement and height. Against this very small Milwaukee, they were just pounded inside. Larry Bird, though, allowed the team to settle for an incredible number of three-point shot attempts.
Miller is 5 of 12 from three-point range. But I don't think that's an accurate stat, because if you take the average, you're looking at Rick Smith, he's 7'4", and of course that brings it up considerably. And a couple of 6'9" guys.
That's why they call it average, though.
Yeah. It's a measure of individual work. The
Knicks are the shortest team in the NBA. Even though they have Ewing, who's 7'2".
He's not 7'2".
Oh, 7'1", sorry.
He's 7'1", you're 7'8". Just under a minute left in the third. Basket sprint by Workman.
I'm a full 6'11".
You look taller on those stand-ups on camera for some reason.
It's the hair.
Yeah, right. 54 seconds left in the third, and the Pacers have a one-point lead. Rather straight, rejected by Patrick Taylor. Here's Curry for 3. Antonio Davis on the rebound.
The big moments have not been there for this young Milwaukee Bucks. It's been Reggie Miller who's had those special times. That jumper goes down. This place erupts.
Shot clock at 7, and a holding foul. Mismatch caught Ray Allen on Sam Perkins. Allen was called for the foul, so Sam to the line.
George Karl has got away with a lot tonight in terms of his defense, playing small ball all night long. Pacers have not done anything down low. They've not attacked the Smiths. Perkins has been a non-factor in a limited role here. The Davis men, Antonio and Dale, post-up is not really their strength, and Pacers have not punished the Bucks on that fact.
Indiana now leads by 3. And we're down to 20 seconds left in the third. Got a second and a half differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Allen with the lead, recovered by Workman. And here's the straightaway three by Curry. Final seconds, third quarter.
That was great defense by Reggie Miller.
After three, here in Milwaukee, the Pacers led by Reggie Miller as 28-11 of the 28 here in the third. In front of Milwaukee, 78-75. The season on the line for the Bucks as we head to the fourth. Reggie Miller is sitting down, departing as the high man with 28. Antonio Davis, a vastly improved free throw shooter, 70% this season, was able to improve to 70 a year ago. Pacers now lead 80-75.
You better be a good free throw shooter if Larry Bird is your coach, or you won't last long.
Nice play. Swallow foul. Fouled by McKee. Good pass from the workman into the setup, and Trevor will shoot a foul.
Tractor trailer running the pick and roll beautifully as they came across the top. Hayward Workman, who's done a fine job. The strong finish at the hoop. Back to the free throws with Larry Bird. We used to have a rule when I played for Larry. He instituted a rule that if you missed a free throw, it cost you $5. Some of us ended up negative on the balance books after the day's work.
You said you played for him or with him?
No, I played for Larry.
I see.
I was his valet.
Did you ever get to be a head coach in the NBA?
I'm glad he is, and I'm very discouraged and disappointed by some of the talk about him not wanting to continue.
Why is that? Is he frustrated? Season was on the disappointment. So here, Hawkins for three. But a long way to go, obviously, in the playoffs with Indiana playing better in the playoffs and ending the season on a high note with the fourth straight game.
They're playing better right now, but it was a tough regular season, and he was disappointed in the passion, the lack of passion, the enthusiasm. All the things that he knows is necessary to get to the championship level. He's going to reevaluate at the end of the season, and he wants to keep doing it, but only if the players want him to come back, because he's a hard, tough, driving coach.
Pacers by 7 with a minute and a half gone by in the fourth quarter. Best off the dribble and rejected. Trevor coming over. They got a piece of them.
Phenomenal quickness by Trackford.
Workman went 1-on-4. Bad play. Ends up as a travel. He's very upset. Right in the face of the official, Tommy Nunez.
This was the perfect call. Out of control. Hayward Workman along the baseline. Dragged his pivot foot. There was no question about the call. And when you argue obvious calls, the referee, he remembers that.
Lack of credibility.
Absolutely.
Pacers by 7. Best for Antonio Davis.
That time, Milwaukee double-team Travis Bass, who I don't think has made a shot tonight.
Milwaukee with just 1 point their last 3 minutes. Armin Gilliam played well in the first half. There's Gilliam, rejected by Antonio Davis. McKee with the save, but he stepped out. Welcome back to Milwaukee. The Indiana Pacers over the Milwaukee Bucks 83. The winner of this series will face the winner between Orlando and Philadelphia. And earlier tonight, the 76ers winning at home, defeating the Magic 97-85 to take a 2-1 lead, and that's best of 5. How about Allen Iverson? NBA record, 10 steals.
The way Iverson responded, as we have 5 seconds on the shot clock here, with the way he responded with the magnificent performance after syncing it up in game 2.
Armand Gilliam off the inbounds, and it brings the Bucks within 5.
Armand Gilliam, you learned to use that left hand playing with Coach Tim Gergerich at UNLV, one of the great talent developers in the history of the NBA.
Out of 5 of the 24, his best. Oh, pass intended for Curry was thrown away.
Goodness gracious sakes alive. How many times, Reggie, had never throw the outlet down the middle of the court?
Well, the Bucks get a break. Indiana could not take advantage. 3 minutes gone by. In the fourth, Allen pops to 3.
Neither team playing with any sense of pace, any sense of deliberation, and we're in control here.
Both clubs have dropped off in the shooting department after the good first half. Here's the key for 3. Way off and a foul. Workman hit the deck. He was pushed.
Now that's what you do when the guard tries to block you out. Just give him a good forearm right in the back of the neck. Antonio Davis setting the pace and the tempo here. Does pick up 4, but if you don't have 4 fouls by the fourth quarter, Mark, you haven't really done anything.
Indiana with a 5-point lead. Robinson did not cut into it. And the Bucks are struggling here in this fourth quarter. 1 of 5 from the field.
Sam Cassell has become a playmaker again. That's where they're at their best.
Antonio Davis lost it.
Oh, big call there by Tommy Nunez.
It'll be Milwaukee ball.
Milwaukee's offensive frustrations right now because they have Glenn Robinson and Ray Allen trying to pass. Sam Cassell should do the passing, and Allen and Robinson the shooting.
Cassell with 10 assists. None the last 10 minutes.
There's one right there.
Hurry.
You bet. You know, Dell's had 2 shots, Mark, that could have swung the momentum. He's been short on both of them. Lack of playing time due to that bad back.
Now McKee gets it out to Rose. Fires a 3. Gilliam trying to save it. Step down. And Indiana maintains possession. Here comes Mark Jackson checking back in, replacing Travis Best. Best leads with 3 points. So the Pacers now with Jackson as the point guard, Jalen Rose as the shooting guard. Up front, it's McKee, along with Perkins and Antonio Davis.
They're going to try to post up Derek McKee against the defenseless Dell Curry.
Antonio Davis. Well, the Bucks are being given all kinds of opportunities to get back into it. Trailing by 5 with the ball. Now the crowd looking to urge the home team on. The Bucks, 1 of 8 from the field in this quarter. Gilliam putting moves on Perkins. Shot clock at 3. Down to 2. And knocked it about by Cassell.
Or shot by Armand. Timeout in the...
Welcome back to Milwaukee. Marv Albert, Bill Walton, Lewis Johnson. 5-point Indiana lead. Pacers have hit 3 of the last 18, yet they lead by 5. Dell Curry had a couple of opportunities to bring the Bucks right back, but as you see, bothered by the back injury. 1 of 4 from the field. Coming into tonight, 2 previous games, just 1 for 11 shooting for Curry.
Didn't play much at all down the stretch. Critical missed shots by so many different Milwaukee Bucks. No offensive rebounding. Difficult to launch a comeback unless big plays were converted.
Both teams shooting poorly here in the fourth. Rick Smith, who just checked back in. Indiana now 1 of 9 for the field in the fourth, but they maintain possession.
They're pulling away with 1 for 9.
Down to 6.5 remaining in the fourth. Rose comes up short. Another opportunity for the Bucks.
Let's jump back to Glenn Robinson. Let him try to get to the hoop.
Miller broke up the pass.
Reggie's an underrated defensive player. Works so hard at the little things. Really does a fine job at denying position and penetration to his man or whoever he's guarding.
Now Rose squaring up on Curry. Jackson for 3. Well, Sam Cassell left Jackson open for an instant to help on the double. As Toss
with Mark's big plays down the stretch in game 2 that really enabled the Pacers to hold on with that desperation victory.
Jackson shooting well, 13 points on 5 of 7 from the field. 86-78, Indiana. Allen is fouled. Foul committed by Smith, his 5th.
Reggie Miller matched up with Glenn Robinson. The battle in the post. Reggie hits it away initially, and then Glenn Robinson just can't get his hand on it. Mark Jackson, who's been killer in clutch situations, not normally a pure three-point shooter, doesn't really have the range and the elevation and the strength in his body to have a smooth three-point stroke. But he's one of those competitors, one of those warriors that is a much better player than his skill dictates.
Over the years, he has been a clutch shooter. Sometimes he will not take that many shots. So he shot well, as we mentioned tonight. 86-79, Indiana, 5.5 remaining in the fourth.
Competitive greatness, maybe the most difficult skill to teach, learned primarily on the playground.
As Cassell tried to squeeze through, he's called for the foul. The Bucks with their second team foul. Pacers have 3.
Pacers really trying to finish strong here and close out. They've already checked out of their hotel. Larry Bird told me he only brought 1 suit with him. Wasn't planning on staying for a long weekend.
Here's Jackson for 3. Again. Mark Jackson with consecutive threes. He has 16 points, and the Pacers have opened up a 10-point lead. It's their biggest lead of the night. Allen sets it for the 3. Indiana 89, Milwaukee 82. With just under 5 remaining on the fourth.
A lot of time. Discipline is the call for Milwaukee.
Rose for 3. Smith's able to get to it, and a foul is called. Thomas on the foul. The Bucks with just 2 field goals the last 11 and a half minutes.
Not a good way to start a comeback, particularly when you can't control your defensive backboard. So many times, Indiana has 12 offensive rebounds on the night.
The Kings able to get the good position, but came up short. Cassell. Jackson has Miller ahead of the field. Bucks went to sleep defensively, did not get back.
George Karl called timeout. Ray Allen slipped and fell down in transition defense right at the midcourt line. Reggie and he were racing along that sideline. Larry Bird got a little smirk on his face right now. He thinks he's got it going. Right now, though, it's the Pacers in firm control. Transition defense always critical. Bottom of your screen along the baseline, you've got Reggie Miller and Ray Allen, guarding Ray Allen. When they turn the corner and come out, Ray Allen, with a little shove in the back, goes to the ground. And then when they start, we'll stop it right there. And Sam Cassell, the guy in back, he's got to see Reggie Miller. He's got to see that Ray Allen is down. He's also got to see that Tim Thomas has got Mark Jackson set off. None of that happens, resulting in a wide-open Jimmy layup, Reggie Miller.
4 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And you see the stat line of the poor shooting by both teams, but the Pacers have a 9-point lead. The season is on the line here for the Bucks. Robinson for three. And rebounded by Rose. So the Indiana Pacers looking to make it a 3-game sweep. The Bucks in the playoffs for the first time in 8 years and looking to avert the sweep. Pass to Miller, goes astray, the ball back to Milwaukee.
There's still a lot of time. But a minute and a half ago, the call was for Milwaukee's disciplined comeback. They come down with quick shots, wild plays. Glenn Robinson looking at Rich Smith at the three-point line. 5 it to the hoop and make a three-point with that one.
And Robinson on 1 for 6 in the second half. Thomas with Michael Curry and a foul. Indiana with their 4th team foul. Milwaukee has 3. Michael Curry claiming he was fouled. Not a convincing argument because he'll put it in play from side court. There's the key on that foul is 3. Got a 3:15 remaining on the 4th. Here's Thomas. Oh, he blows the start.
Will somebody please make a layup?
Allen to the crossover. Met by Smith and forced it. Smith's got a piece of it. Thomas. And there is the layup.
Thank you.
Pacers by 7.
Rick Smith has played surprisingly good defense tonight. He did not one of Larry Bird's favorite defenders, but he used that full 7-4 frame to deny a lot of good looks.
How about Ray Allen? 10 rebounds. Reggie Miller was looking for the catch and shoot, but not able to make the catch. Jackson. And here's Thomas in the open floor. Rose is back. Thomas takes it at him. On the rebound, not able to hit. Robinson for 3. And the crowd wanted a foul as Thomas was taken down. No call made.
It's the playoffs. They're going to let it go.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the Pacers with the ball up by 7. Jackson gets it down low. Nice look at McKee. Able to hit on the reverse. Pacers now lead 93-84. 10 assists for Mark Jackson. What an outstanding all-around performance by Jackson. The Bucks, 19% from the field in this 4th quarter. Indiana just 29%. The Bucks 3 of 16 from the field.
2 of the critical elements for Milwaukee's success in Game 2 have not come through tonight. Urban Johnson, the starting center, was magnificent in Game 2. A virtual no-show tonight. Consistency needed at every position, every game. The scoring, Glenn Robinson and Ray Allen, who were phenomenal down the stretch in the second half as they outplayed Indiana. Inconsistent offense.
Look at that. They got a 5 of 17 in Milwaukee. 3 for 16 in the 4th quarter. Rose off the dribble. Davis could not hit. Rose. And a foul against the Pacers.
Tommy Nunez calling the wipeout. The clearing the defense. George Karl sensing things slipping away will take a timeout, and Larry Bird in Jalen Rose's face.
Rose with number 5. A minute 32 left in the 4th. It'll be Milwaukee ball. They're down by 7.
They have finished 3 quarters at the Compact Center in Houston, 76-69. The Rockets fighting for their playoff lives, leading the Los Angeles Lakers. You can catch that game right now on TNT. Meantime, back to Mark.
All right, thanks, Ernie. Minute 32 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee trying to hang on to their playoff lives, down by 7. Timeout situation. Indiana with 3 and a 20. Milwaukee with 1 and a 20. And the Bucks have a foul to give.
Larry Bird talked in the pregame about defending the 3. Right now, George Karl, his strategy is penetrate, get to the hoop,
If you got the quick layup, fine. If not, kick it out to the three-point shooters. Michael Curry looking to inbound. Santasell going at Mark Jackson. Thomas was hit on a reach-in by Dell Davis, so Thomas is headed to the line. Dell Davis with number 5. Thomas, a 65% free throw shooter, 3 of 4 tonight. Tim Thomas is one of the players that George Karl thinks can really be part of the core nucleus that he built here. Athletic, a scorer. When I asked him if he thought, why would he take a player that Larry Brown from Philadelphia turned down and didn't want, George Karl said, hey, Larry Brown of the North Carolinian is not going to burn me. Remember, the Pacers blew a 7-point lead in the final 45 seconds of regulation in Game 2. Foul on Thomas. That was the foul to give. The next one will put Milwaukee over the limit. Bucks down by 6 with a minute 11 remaining in the fourth quarter. Miller now being played by Thomas. They've got a foul. They can't just let this run out. Coming up on a minute remaining. Well, they're letting him play, and time is running down. Pacers able to use the clock. Next foul would put them over the limit, but a lot of time has gone by. Rose with a standing one-hander from three-point range. With the shot clock running down, and the Pacers now lead it 96-87. The Bucks take a timeout. I thought we were going to have a parade to the foul line, but Milwaukee just backed off and gave Jalen that wide-open look. That won't get it done. Well, for George Karl and the Bucks, has to be an extremely disappointing fourth quarter. They have died here in the fourth. 3 of 16 from the field, only 12 points. Indiana's not shot well, but they have outscored the Bucks 18-12 here in the fourth. At the beginning of the evening, we talked about how Milwaukee was going to have to play the game of their lives, that Indiana would raise the level of their game. The Pacers have done that, and the Bucks have not. They've learned a lot in this short playoff series, first one in 8 years, but they haven't quite learned the final lesson, how to play your best when your best is needed. Thomas. And Thomas able to hit, so the Pacers now lead 96-89, 46 seconds remaining. Cassell tried to give the foul. Now they can't find a Pacer to foul. Move the ball or just keep it in Reggie's hand. Just hold on to it. Now finally, Miller is fouled. The league's best foul shooter. That's Larry Bird. That's Reggie Miller. And Reggie 9 of 10 at the line. We have 35 and 3/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. That foul puts Milwaukee over the limit. Well, you've been talking throughout the series about Reggie. His numbers have been down this show. Missed a free throw. When was the last time he missed a free throw? Earlier tonight. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you were watching the game, Mark. Thank you. But I think Reggie Miller today is a better player than he's ever been. Even though the numbers are down, even though the big shots this year to win the games haven't been there early in the year. Bad pass, and Miller with the steal. Well, tonight it's just been an outstanding all-around performance by Reggie Miller. Every phase of the game. We're down to 24 seconds to go. Miller has 31 points, and he's headed back to the line. Now, Indiana goes home. They checked out of the hotel. They're all packed. They're going home. They got a couple days. Chris Mullin gets to go to his son's Little League games tomorrow. That's very special. But more importantly, they get rest. This is a team, unlike Milwaukee, Indiana, and Orlando, who can just play basketball all day, every day. This Pacer team, get on the practice court. The team is based on timing and get ready for what's next. And they will await the winner between Philadelphia and Orlando. Sixers now up 2-1. Michael Curry hits. Philadelphia led by Allen Iverson, defeating Orlando in Philadelphia earlier tonight. Out of 10 seconds. Pacers up 99-91, and they'll just run out the clock for the 3-game sweep The Indiana Pacers defeat the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks are hearing the applause from the home crowd, appreciating the effort during the course of the regular season. Nice touch here as the players are shaking hands, congratulating each other.
What a remarkable run for Milwaukee, battling through all the injuries. They had guys who weren't even expected to play and wouldn't have played had it not been the playoffs due to the severe injury. Sam Cassell needs operation on that ankle. Glenn Robinson with the bad knee. And the enthusiasm is back in Milwaukee, and that's great because this is a terrific sports town.
All right, let's go to Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
All right, Marv, thanks. Reggie, congratulations. And the fans and the team came out with a high level of intensity and held that throughout the night. How tough was it for you?
Well, understanding this is a young and very energetic Milwaukee ball club, we knew we were going to have our hands full. We were reading the papers, and we knew that the crowd was really going to be in tune to it. They wanted it to be somewhat like Market Square Arena with the fans really into the ball game. And from the jump start, we wanted to have the mindset of let's get into the game early. Let's put pressure on Milwaukee to make shots and to make plays. All we really wanted to do was keep it close and have them make shots down the stretch. We wanted to see if a young team was going to be able to come up with the big shots, and reversal we did.
Reggie, in your words, how important is this sweep and now a chance to get rest for the next round?
Well, I'm a little banged up, and there's other guys that have little nagging injuries, but it's nice to get rest. But, sometimes rest can kind of make you go the other way. But knowing our coaching staff, we're really going to have some tough practices coming up, so we'll be ready.
Hot or cold, you continued to shoot the three. Tell me about that.
Well, I was upset that I was one away from the record, 17 attempts, so I wanted to come out and try to break the record and get about 20. And everyone was talking about me being 3 for 16. I said I should have been 3 for 25, so I tried to go after it.
Hey, do you have a preference in the next round, Philly or Orlando?
Well, both teams really won the season series from us, so, really, we're the underdogs. Orlando and Philly beat us. Both beat us the majority of times this year, so we're going to have our hands full either way.
Okay, man, good job. I know you're off to the showers. Great job tonight. Thanks for your time. Marv, back to you.
Junior,
All right, thanks, Lewis. And Reggie came out shooting 5 of 12 from three-point range, 33 points in all on 8 of 19 shooting. He was the high man in the game. Mark Jackson, 16